It's been to the streets. I know you ain't focused. Better tighten up.
That's why I got everybody out of there. That's why I got everybody out of there. Can they see my page again?
Better tighten
Can they see my page now?
When you're the face of boxing, expectations are sky high. And when you've got Floyd Mayweather in your corner, those expectations double. But what happens when the student starts slipping and the mentor can't take it anymore? Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of the most dominant fighters in the sport, is gearing up for his next fight against Lamont Roach.
Tank all day, baby. Tank all day. These work. These work. My money goes to it. All right, guys. Right in the front, right here. Get in the front press there. These work, Tank. Come on, back down here, please. Right here. Shoulder to your face. Back to the camera. In the back. Oh, in the back line.
On paper, this should be a straightforward win for Tank. But outside the ring, things are spiraling. Footage leaked of Tank smoking weed during training camp, and it's caused an uproar in the boxing world. Enter Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated legend, Tank's former promoter, and a man who doesn't tolerate nonsense when it comes to boxing. Floyd prides himself on discipline, and when he saw Tank lighting up during camp, he lost it.
Kill that motherfucker! When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker! You crazy? I know the fuck these niggas playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker! Fuck you up!
What started as a heated argument turned into an all-out brawl in the gym. And now everyone's wondering, is Tank's career on the verge of falling apart? Tank's fight against Lamont Roach should have been business as usual. Roach is a tough, underrated fighter, but let's be real, he's not on Tank's level. For most of his career, Tank has dominated opponents with his raw power and explosive speed.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations sometimes at will without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But you know, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience, he has the knowledge, he has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
At the beginning of camp, everything seemed fine. Training clips showed Tank looking sharp, throwing punches with his trademark precision. But behind the scenes, things weren't as smooth as they seemed. Reports began surfacing about Tank skipping sessions, showing up late, and losing focus. Then came the leaked footage, the moment that turned everything upside down. The video showed Tank smoking weed in the middle of training camp. For fans, it was shocking. For critics, it was confirmation of what they'd been saying for years, that Tank doesn't take boxing or his legacy seriously enough.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis got the entire boxing world in a frenzy right now. People don't know what to do. He dropping workout videos. He only weighed 139 pounds, 2 months out from the fight. Motherfuckers like, yo, it's over. Tank Davis is in shape. He gonna kill Lamont Roach. Oh shit, he might get suspended because he's smoking on the weed. Niggas don't know what to do right now, bro. And it's funny to watch. Let me tell you something, man, about the little weed video or whatever. Number one, we don't know what was in the joint. Could be weed, could be tobacco, could be something else. Number two, you don't know when the video was taken, so that could have been months ago. And number three, whatever it was, that shit probably got out of his system in 2.2 seconds because that man didn't hit shit. He puffed on that shit and started breathing out immediately, bro. My real weed smokers know. That's why the smoke was so white, bro. When you actually hit that shit and breathe it in and get it in your lungs to actually get high, the smoke don't come out that white, bro. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I think this shit funny.
When Floyd Mayweather caught wind of the footage, he wasn't having it. Floyd built his career on discipline, hard work, and staying laser-focused. Love him or hate him, you can't deny that Floyd's commitment to the sport is what made him one of the greatest boxers of all time.
You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
For Floyd, seeing Tank, his protege, his successor, smoking during camp was a slap in the face. Floyd took it personally.
Was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big...
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know. He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second. Tank, you want to come in, Tank? Can I bring you in? I would love to bring you in. Only because I know for like the longest Tank has had an issue with fight hype, with me. I was like, bro.
Pull him in. Pull him in. Hold on.
I don't know.
How do I do it? You got to do it.
I gotta
pull him in.
He didn't just call Tank out, he stormed into the gym, ready to set things straight. Tank, never one to back down, fired back at Floyd. He's grown tired of Floyd's constant micromanaging and criticism. Tank's made it clear in the past that he wants to carve his own path, and he wasn't about to let Floyd control him anymore.
Like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh,
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
This is exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Tank don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
Tank shoved Floyd back, and the two nearly came to blows. Trainers and gym staff had to step in to separate them, but the damage was done. The relationship between Tank and Floyd, already strained, now seemed beyond repair. This isn't the first time Tank and Floyd have clashed. Their relationship has always been complicated.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was. For real? That's what I was told at the time. So
Floyd was instrumental in building Tank's career, turning him into a household name and one of the biggest stars in boxing. But over the years, Their dynamic has shifted.
That's how he feels. If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean,
I'm not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
Tank has accused Floyd of being too controlling, while Floyd has criticized Tank's lack of discipline and professionalism. Their public spats have made headlines, and the leaked footage was just the latest chapter in their ongoing drama. One of the biggest questions surrounding Gervonta Davis is his future in boxing. He's already hinted that 2025 will be his last year in the sport, and that has fans wondering if he's already mentally checked out.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
For a fighter like Tank, whose success has always been built on hunger and determination, losing that edge could be disastrous. Retirement talks can be dangerous in boxing because they create doubt, not just for the fans, but for the fighter himself.
Are you retiring?
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when we saw you when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like say you got a squad today. Okay.
Is Tank training like a man who's trying to retire undefeated? Or is he already looking past Roach and Keyshawn, focused more on his exit than his legacy?
I don't know Lamont Roach, but when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at these other fights that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire. Yeah. So don't come but don't come at me and go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight, and then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking my promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Unquail didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
The fight with Lamont Roach is supposed to be a stepping stone to bigger matchups, like a showdown with Keyshawn Davis. But if Tank isn't focused, Roach could pull off an upset and derail everything.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about it.
Floyd's reaction to the footage isn't just about Tank. It's about his own legacy. Floyd sees Tank as his successor, the fighter who will carry on his legacy. For Floyd, this isn't just about Tank's career, it's about protecting his own. And that's why he's so invested in making sure Tank stays on track.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not gonna elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
His recent matchup with Lamont Roach, while technically solid, lacked the buzz fans wanted. Critics argued it didn't live up to the hype of a retirement tour. He can clearly have much better fights.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is a good fight.
That's why he called it off with Lamont Roach. Yep, that fight is now off the cards.
Beat his ass for
Can't
y'all
do
talking.
shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if
Y'all
y'all was
all that
quiet, y'all was-
G-Mess
if
and
y'all
all
was
that.
loud,
We got the
y'all
whole
was
hood
fucking
over there.
talking
Like, twist it up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of
do
that.
whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none
My
of that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
Y'all-
gonna
none
get
of y'all
over here.
fake
What do I look like in?
Tank Davis has a new opponent lined up, Keyshawn Davis.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that he got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with, and he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Tells him to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
Keyshawn has been vocal about wanting to fight Tank, and the leaked footage has only made him more confident. Keyshawn knows he's the better boxer. He's faster, more technical, and hungrier. And now, with Tank's lack of focus on full display, Keyshawn sees an opportunity to dethrone him.
I feel like I beat Tank too, as well. Only time I see him come out fast, it's on the cruise. I know boxing, and also I know myself, so.
Yeah.
Tank himself has even admitted that Keyshawn might be better than Shakur Stevenson, a statement that shook the boxing world.
What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. He don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit don't win in boxing.
But even that couldn't silence the doubters. Tank's legacy is on the line, and facing Floyd isn't just revenge, it's his shot to prove he can beat the man who made him.
A new deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. You get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about in those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Devin Haney.
Yep.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence.
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, September. November.
Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think is the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Despite his age, Floyd Mayweather remains one of the sharpest minds in boxing. His defensive skills are legendary, and his ability to read opponents is unmatched.
I got my own fucking defense, man. That's the Mayweather. I got my own style in boxing. That's the Floyd Mayweather style. My dad taught me to shoulder rope. But the thing is this, I don't care who done it first. It's mine because I mastered it. And somebody said, the Philly shell. Now, my thing is this, I love Philadelphia. By the end of the day, that's the Mayweather defense.
Tank might have the power advantage, but Floyd's experience and IQ make him a dangerous opponent, even after years of retirement.
Floyd was in his prime. That would have been fucking incredible to see which style's superior. Because Floyd would move towards you like this and just get right up on you. But just show you how good Floyd really is. Because of the fact that he's won decisions by, playing it safe, people that just don't get excited about him and they recognize him with the all-time greats. He's the best.
For Tank, this isn't just about brute force. It's about proving he can outthink one of the greatest minds the sport has ever seen. And we've seen Tank's power. If he can just land one of his signature left hooks, it's lights out for Floyd.
I'm gonna tell you why he's the best puncher to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You see what I mean? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
Like I said, once again, I'm talking to you, the great War Jones, just correct me if I'm wrong. From his last 4 fights, I think he's gotten better at setting up punches.
Tank versus Floyd isn't just a fight, it's a war, a battle for pride, respect, and legacy. For Tank, it's the chance to silence his critics, close out his career with a bang, and prove he doesn't need Floyd Mayweather to define his greatness.
He may or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he need to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that, in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think they're ever going to go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, understand his path and going to go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his...
For Floyd, it's about reminding the world why he's undefeated and making sure Tank never forgets who made him a star.
But Mayweather's the only one with no losses on his record right now. It's a tough thing in boxing to go that long.
I mean, you also got Andre Ward, but that was like, what, 32, 34?
Yeah, but Ward lost one somewhere in there.
No, I think he's undefeated.
Is he?
Yeah. But he's not as much as Mayweather. And the other thing, too, is that Mayweather, the resume, if you go back to the resume...
But you know what? I love that because everybody says Mayweather didn't fight nobody. He fought this guy.
Yeah, they don't. Those are people that don't know about boxing.
Mayweather fought everybody they put into him. It's not his fault he saw Pacquiao late in Pacquiao's career. It's not his fault.
So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.